Welcome back to another DCUO video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a sorcery healing guide. Hopefully it works as well for you as it does for me. I will only go through briefly and talk about the powers here in the loadout. Then I will switch it over to maybe a run of like DC Elite and stuff like that, because that's what I find myself running mostly right now, because you get the elite gear more often than not, and it's quite a bit easier than Bombshell Paradox. But anyway, let me go into it and I'll show you guys where I put those powers and stuff like that, and how it works briefly, and then I'll go over and do a more in-depth detailed of how I use the powers while showing you guys it in action. So if I go here in my traits, and I'm gonna go through and show you guys my power trees. So here under Destiny, you want to go all the way down the left side and get Circle of Destiny. That's one of the main heals, and I believe it's called actually like Circle of Protection and Healer Roll or something like that. It changes its name. So anyway, you want to get that, and I got Soul Siphon here because you pretty much need it as a filler power to get down there. So anyway, here in the summoning tree, you can go down the center, and I find myself using these in kind of like raid situations. Sometimes, very rarely though, so you really don't have to get these, and you can save yourself 2 powers. But anyway, off to the left here, you want Summon Watcher or Fury. Depending on your role, it will switch. So if you're a healer, you're obviously going to get the Watcher, which is that eyeball that you see kind of floating there in the right corner. So anyway, he's a pretty good guy to have around. And this one over here, this power, which is actually a weird name, never really read that before. It's like Ritualistic Ward. It gives him a shield, which I'll show you guys, and gives him power over time. And like I said, he's good to have around because he does big heals, sometimes like 5,000-6,000 I see. So anyway, as long as he has power, which this move gives him power, and stuff like that, he will do big heals. So after that, you will have 2 powers left over. Iconic powers, you're going to want to put them in your critical healing magnitude and your critical healing chance. After that, I'll go into my loadout and show you guys, and then I'll switch over into a run of me healing something or other. So anyway, here in healer, the first move I have is Circle of Protection, and like I said, that is a AoE heal over time. Mostly the tank gets that because he's the one that's up there by the boss, and that's it. It goes around whoever is closest, or whoever you're targeted. So as long as you're targeted the boss, the tank is most of the time going to get these heal over times. So anyway, the next one I use here is Boon of Souls, and Boon of Souls, actually, if you have the mod for your armor, will not only shield, but it will also become a healing shield as well. So my third power here is Soul Well. Soul Well is a area effect heal as well, but it also does extra heals if somebody like a bad guy dies within the area of effect. So that's pretty cool. They get a bigger portion of health if somebody or an enemy dies close to the Soul Well. So anyway, oh yeah, as well as grants that aura, I believe, or something like that. Gives you the healing thing. But anyway, over here, Summon Watcher. He is not Watcher, Watcher, not Fury. So he is a good guy to have around. Like I said, he does massive heals as long as he has power. So my 5th power here is Rejuvenate, which is a priority heal, which only heals one other ally, which is most of the time the tank, but it will heal them for a big heal as well as healing yourself for a decent heal as well. So my last power here is that Ritualistic Ward, and if you can see, these spellbound words heal you and up to 3 allies, and this loadout works really well in alerts and stuff like that. Like I said, I've been running that DC a lot, so this works really well in there, and different stuff like that. But it not only heals you and up to 3 other people, it provides your Watcher with that shield and restores his power over time. So anyway, that's pretty much my loadout right there. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and like I said, I'm about to switch over here to DC and show you guys a run of me healing it and stuff like that. So I guess I'll catch you guys over on that side. Alright, so here we are in Desiccated Cathedral Elite version, and you can see we're running with 2 DPS, 1 troll, and I am healing. So I will be using a lot of my instant heals, which are my 5th power is my priority heal, but my 6th power is also a 3-person heal, but it's kind of an instant heal and not a heal over time. So I will be having to use that more in this situation. But if you guys didn't know, my 5th power as well as my 2nd power, Boon of Souls, those are and your 6th power actually are all clippable powers. So you can use your 1st power clip with your second power whenever it's ready, or your fifth power. My fifth power, that priority heal, is the heal I go to most of the time for clipping. So you'll see most of the time when I use a power, I will clip it with the other one. So let's say like my first power is ready here, so I'll use like one clip with 5 right there. Pretty much I did it and I didn't even know I was going to do it, but I was guessing that I always clip all my powers whenever they're ready, with usually that priority heal, especially if somebody needs it, that heal or something like that. But anyway, you'll see that, like I said, without a tank, you will have to be using more of those instant heals versus a lot more of your heal over times would work with a tank. So when you don't have a tank like here, I find myself using a lot more power, but the troller at these high CRs, even him being 130, are easily able to handle the power that you put out and everything with, you know, like supercharges and their colas and my colas, supply drops. Nobody should really be running out of power here. So anyway, like I said, without that tank, you will see me using more of my 5th and 6th powers, which, like I said, this is a more based around, it's really good for alerts, our 4-mans, because of all the heals are basically 3-person heals. Boon of Souls is actually a 3-person shield that with a tactical mod can make it a healing shield as well. So that's always good to look out for. But anyway, I just thought I would make this quick video. It's only going to be the last run of Raven on DC Elite, because the whole raid would just, or I mean the whole alert would just take too long. Even though this was a really quick run, it would just be too long of me talking and pretty much saying the same things over and over again. So you can see that I'll usually clip those 5th and 6th powers when needed, and those are my instant heals. But mostly I rely on those heal over times from my 1st and 2nd power, as well as my shield from Boon of Souls. But it's pretty much all I got for you guys. Leave comments on what you guys want to see below. And as always, I will see you guys later.